Hello, good morning and welcome. Thank Craft, it's Friday, or as we like to say here, Friday. I am Alan, I'm one of the designers here. I'm the designer responsible for the product that we're going to be showing you later on today. In a world where an election day has taken half a week, in our own little country, the bumbly scarecrow man on the telly has locked us in our homes again. You may be wondering why we might want to escape to a fairy tale land, but we're going to introduce you today to the Land of Enchantment, a wonderful world where we have wolves, we have unicorns, we have fairies, and dragons, wonderful dragons. It's a beautiful kit. It's our new Mirror Magic collection, and I'll be showing you it in due course. Don't worry, I'm not alone. You don't have to put up with my soul witless warblings today. We have a lady to my left who is super talented, so talented, in fact, she's banned from appearing on Britain's Got Talent. because
She is that talented.
it would only last one episode. She would win it straight away. She makes she makes cards like I eat sweets. She's sweeter than the sweets I eat. She's cheeky, she's squeaky, she's on here twice weekly. It's Sheila Halliwell.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Dan, everybody that's in the room. Okay, did you just make that up, or have you been working on that?
Most of it just came to me then.
Oh my goodness, well,
Where Alan's been for that long.
yeah, we've not seen him, and that's what he's been doing, coming up with.
It's been a while. There's a reason I'm only on here every so often.
No, that was a really. I loved that opening, that whole opening, and how you got to talking about elections and our magical kit today that everybody's going to love. So.
It is a magical kit.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sheila.
Thank you.
Also, our little chaperone for today, Emily's off today, so the big man himself is running the cameras.
Morning all.
Our friend Daniel Newhouse over there, taking
Hi,
charge.
everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Dan.
Everyone.
It's my fault already. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a wonderful guy, and obviously he's been he knows more about these shows than anybody else, so big things happening on the cameras today. No pressure, Dan. Okay, so thanks for joining us, guys. I just want to remind you of this week's pick of the week, which is our Prism Glimmer Mists. So the Prism Glimmer Mist Ultimate Collection is what we have here. It includes all 12 bottles of the Prism Glimmer Mists. You also get the crafting handbook, which is full of wonderful ideas for you in there. The combined selling price is £49.87, but you can save yourself £10 by buying this bundle. Sheila, do you want to tell us about Glimmer Mists and the benefits of using them?
Yes. Well, first of all, I mean, we spoke about these at the beginning of the week, just to say how amazing they are, how simple they are to use, but how effective they are as well. It's a bottle of it's water basically, isn't it, Alan, with mica powder?
Mica powder suspended in water.
Which is just, yeah, as you will see when you get these home, if you've not already got them, if you tip the bottle up at the bottom, you'll see all the mica collects. So it's your job when you get these to give them a good old shake, get that mica swirling around and mix in within the water so that you get the best effect. There's a ball bearing in there as well, so you can hear it as you shake it. You can actually feel and hear the ball bearing moving about, and that helps that mica get distributed evenly among the water that's in there. And as we said the other day, you can use these in lots of different ways. If you treat yourself to this bundle, you're going to get that fabulous handbook that has got lots of tips and techniques, lots of ideas. It's got projects in there that you can actually recreate yourself. But basically, you just give them a good old shake, and you can mix these as well. And also, depending on where you angle them, or whether you tip them up or whether you squirt them so that the nozzle is totally horizontal, you will get different sizes of droplets. And again, you can create all lovely kinds of backgrounds with these. It's amazing. You can use a little, you can use a lot, you can spread them over a large canvas, you can do them in a small area. It's entirely up to you, but definitely get this if it's something you want. And because it's in a bottle of water, it lasts and lasts and lasts and just lasts for ages. I've used mine so much, and they just look like they're still just as full as they were when I started off, because it's giving a tiny spray. So the value that you're getting for the money here is amazing, and I think you will just love them once you've tried them.
Brilliant. Thanks, Sheila. You can make some super impressive things with these. Check out our website. On the product page itself, there's some cards that have been made by Sheila and the team. You'll see just some of the wonderful things that you can do with them. Obviously, you get that book, so you're not going to be stuck for ideas. There's all sorts of hints, tips, tricks in there. You can use them on all sorts of different things, wood, clay. You're not restricted to card. They are a super product, and get them now while they're at this price. They won't be around for long. Some of the colours that are included in here: cherry pie, ultraviolet, apple green, sunshine yellow, tangerine dream, azure sky, baby pink, midnight black, white frost, penny copper, my favourite, silver dollar, and also glamour gold. Some wonderful colours in there, so you've got all the colours that you're going to need for any of your projects. Mix and match it with all different things that you've got going on at the moment. Wonderful. Something else that I want to remind you about today is our Dynamite deals. Now we're coming up to the last day of our Dynamite deals. We're doing special themed offers for obviously Bonfire Night. Celebrating Guy Fawkes. And I hope you all saw some beautiful fireworks in the sky last night. There was loads going off around by us.
Yeah.
It seems to have gone a bit crazy this year. I don't know if it's because there's less like planned bonfire displays. I think a lot of homes were doing their own last night, but they just seem to be coming from all directions around by us. We live on a little housing estate, so we were running around the house looking out at different windows to see them.
Yeah, I was doing the same.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
Same. So we didn't do any of our own. We didn't even get any sparklers, which is a bit
I know.
naughty, really.
You need a sparkler, really, don't you?
But
Write your
just
name.
spend the time just looking out the windows. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Yeah, it is, and it's nice, I think, because you can see. You see them at different heights as well when you go to a display.
Yeah.
You just see, what you're looking up at there. But I think when you go, like you said, to different windows, you see them from different aspects, and and you can't help but go, can you? Even if you're on your own, you do that when you see fireworks. So yeah, it was really nice. We had some in the garden opposite. They had a bonfire as well, just a little bonfire for the kids. So that was going. I could see them out with the torches and stuff, and then all of a sudden you'd see one from far away going boom, right up high. But then it was nice to see people having them in the garden where they've got smaller fireworks, obviously, so they're lower, and it was really nice. Like you say, a different kind of bonfire night for us, probably very different to what we've always experienced. So hope you had fireworks near where you are, or you might have had some of your own. Let us know.
So let's take a look at these Dynamite deals right now. Dan, are you going to show us some of them? Okay, so we've got our adorable scoreable mega buy. This is amazing. You get 100 sheets of adorable scoreable cardstock in there. That's the 350 GSM cardstock, so it's super heavyweight, ideal for your card bases, for matting, layering, creating frames, whatever you want to do with, really. It includes 20 different colours, which you can see there. Well, colours may vary in the pack that you get, but you get 5 of each colour. Now, normally this retails at £29.99. It's half price at the moment. Now only £14.99. If I was you, I'd get a couple of them in my basket because that is a super offer. 100 sheets for £14.99, that's going to keep you going for a long time. Our next Dynamite deal is the Miri Card Mega Buy. Now this is another one where you get a little variety in it. So you get 20 sheets of gold Miri, 20 sheets of silver Miri, and if you buy a lot of our papercraft kits, you'll know that we do a lot of silver and gold foiling on our designs, so they're going to match that perfectly. We've also got 10 sheets of rainbow Miri in there, so you get all those nice different colours in as you're moving your Miri around. Normally they retail we skipped ahead.
Whoa!
Sneaky peek of what's coming up. Back to the Miri. Normally that retails at £14.99. You can tell that Dan's on the cameras.
You can.
Today, and up until the end of Sunday, it's only £9.99 for all that Miri. 50 sheets of Miri for £9.99. You're not going to find that anywhere else. Dan, next slide, please.
Yes, Professor Lindsay.
Okay, so now we have our mixed foam pad mega buy. Our mixed foam pads are ideal for when you're creating dimension in your projects. So if you are a fan of decoupage, if you've got some of those little books that we do and you like to layer up those images, if you like to add frames to things that you're doing, get yourself some of these foam pads. This mixed foam pad mega buy has different sizes to the foam pads. They come in a range of sizes. Normally it's £16, and it's now £8. Now we've got 3 different foam pad mega buys. We've got this one that's got all the different sizes in it, so you get some tiny ones, you get some big ones in there. We also have one that is the large foam pads, which has been asked for. Dan's been teasing it for the last couple of weeks. We've got that available for you now. That's the same price. We also have foam pad strips as well. So if you want to, that's ideal for those of you that want to make your frames or your shaker cards. You can use those strips to wrap around and make sure all your things are nice and secure. Done? Okay, Gemstone Rolls bundle. It includes 9 meters of Diamond Sparkles gemstones, which is over 11,000 gemstones. 11,000 gemstones?
11,000 gemstones?
You may question, am I ever going to need 11,000 gemstones?
Of course
You
are.
do. Any crafter, any self-respecting crafter who likes a bit of sparkle in their craft, they need 11,000 gemstones. Maybe you need 22,000 gemstones, get 2 of them. Because normally they're £22.41. Today, they're only £13.44. And remember, this offer goes on until the end of Sunday. So for the normal price of what you'd be buying one of these bundles for, just over, you get 2 lots. 22,000 gemstones. Seriously.
Gosh.
I can't get over it. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I'm ready for this next product. 22,000 gemstones just by buying 2 of them. Okay, stamping press. Who doesn't want a stamping press? I want a stamping press and I don't even stamp. This stamping press comes with 2 magnets already, but it also comes with 2 extra magnets, so you're getting 4 magnets. Who doesn't love magnets? But seriously, the stamping press is super good quality. It's not one of the hinge ones, it's one where you lift off the top, you can sandwich your stamp in there with whatever you're stamping on. Loads of different sizes. Those magnets are going to keep everything secure. It's ideal. You can stamp your base image, then you can, if it doesn't stamp properly, just get it straight back on. It's going to sit in exactly the same place. It's a brilliant piece of kit. Please don't miss out on this. It's normally £33.98 for the stamping press and the extra magnets. Today, you can get this for only £24.99. Bargain. I'd also like to tell you about these Prism Ombre ink pads bundle. Okay, it contains all 8 ombre ink pads. Now normally you'd be spending £47.92 on this. Up until the end of Sunday, it's only £23.96. Now that is an amazing price if you like your ink pads. Obviously, get that stamping press with it because that's the ideal thing to be using with your stamps. And now the Premier Craft Tools Crafty Toolbox. This is ideal for so many of your little items that you're buying. Keep track of them, don't lose them. You should see my little home office at the moment. I can't find anything. I'm lucky to find a pen. I need some of these in there to keep track of what I'm doing. I've got foam pads on the floor. I've got sellotape that's fallen behind the desk. I haven't seen my scissors for about 2 weeks. If I had one of these, I'd know exactly where everything is. It's perfect for storing a wide range of craft tools and accessories. It's normally £14.99. Today, you can save yourself a fiver, get it for only £9.99. The beauty of this, it's see-through. Now I do have a toolbox at home, so I've got all my screwdrivers and stuff in there, but it's a black toolbox. I can't see anything. I'm looking around, I'm searching around for whatever it is. It could be screws, it could be screwdriver, some sort of electrical tape. I can't see it. With this, it's see-through. I can see exactly what I want. I'm going to rob one, take it home. Don't tell Dan. He's already heard. Sorry about that, guys. It's Friday. I'm excited. Are you excited? Friday! I don't know about you, but it's been a bit of a weird week. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I've got absolutely no plans whatsoever, and I couldn't be happier. At 5 o'clock tonight, me and Kirsty, we're just going to be chilling out. We're just going to be living our best life for the next 2 days.
And then you're back to work.
And then you're back to it.
And then I'm back refreshed on Monday. And we're working on some super exciting things at work at the moment. We're actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you, but we're working on 2021 at the moment. We've got some amazing things coming in your way. It's so good. I wish I could tell you about it, but I can't tell you anymore at the moment because he's here. When he's gone, I'll tell you. All right, so what are we doing next, Dan?
Win It Weekly.
We're going to do the Win It Weekly. This week's Win It Weekly, you can win a Premier Craft Tools storage genie.
Easy for you to say.
Now these, if you've not seen them before, these are ideal for storing all your papers, little books, foam pads, all kinds of stuff in there. As you can see, it's got loads of different sections in there. You've got a nice big section that will keep everything together. Then this envelope's out. It's got all those little tabs on it, so you can keep track of what is what. It's got little secret compartments in there. Woo-woo. One on the other side as well. Whoa. We're giving away 5 of these to 5 different people. It's not 5 for 1, I'm afraid. All you have to do is answer this very simple question that I don't know the answer to. What is the traditional food of bonfire night? Is it A, bangers and mash? I like bangers. Is it B, pumpkin pie? Thanks, Dan. Is it B, pumpkin pie?
No.
I don't think I've ever had pumpkin pie. Sheila, you were saying the other day you've never had pumpkin pie, weren't you?
I've had a little taste of it, yeah, and I was quite surprised because I thought it was more like custard pie, like it was going to be very sweet, but it was a tiny bit more like, I don't know. I think it was more savoury. So it was nice, but yeah, I'll stick to my old custard pie or Manchester tart.
No,
nah,
you're not selling it to me. I'm sticking with bangers.
No.
Or is it C, parking cake? I don't think I've had parking cake either.
Really?
Dan
loves parking.
You're a fan of parking. What is parking?
It's like a ginger cake, and that's all I can say. It's like a sticky. It was like an old cake that you used to buy called Jamaican ginger cake.
Jamaican ginger cake, yeah.
It's a little like that, but it's a little bit, I think, firmer, and it's a little bit more. Nutty's the wrong word, but it's good. It's tasty.
It's heavy, isn't it?
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
You know you've had it.
Yeah, you do know you've had it.
You've
had it,
with
yeah.
a cup of tea.
Yeah.
So is it the kind of thing that you might want to eat on bonfire night, where it's
the
getting a
kind of
bit
thing
cold?
I would eat on bonfire night.
So we're thinking that could be a possibility.
Emily's not here. What the hell? I think it is.
From your reaction, I'm thinking it might be parking cake. Sheila?
Yeah, it's definitely. It would either be, bangers and mash. You couldn't have that. You know, if you imagine you go into an organised bonfire, bangers and mash too messy to walk around and eat. Pumpkin pie.
Unless you put it in a cup.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that, would you? You put black peas in a cup and carry them around with a little plastic spoon or a fork and eat those. So that would be more. I'm surprised. Manu, no. But parking, I mean, you can eat parking anywhere. And you'd be surprised when you've eaten a lot of it, your parking skills will actually improve as well. Because you should see Dan's parking out there. Spot on today. Right in his managing director space. Bob on. Eat parking if you're not great at doing parallel parking, anything like that. Get yourself some parking. It'll help.
That's why I'm taking up 2 spaces. I've had no parking.
Yeah, you need some parking, man.
Dan, give us some parking, Kate. Have you got
I'll
any?
get you some out.
Good man. Good man, that Dan. Okay, so now I think we're going to move on to showing you a little video of the collection that we've got coming up. Hello, sorry, welcome back. Sorry, we were just sorting out what was coming up next. So there you can see your Land of Enchantment Mirror Magic Mega Multi-Buy. Try saying that after a bit of parking cake. Now, as you can see, we've got a load of Mirror Magic products there. You can see the toppers standing out. You can see the DL topper panels. You can see the 4x4 pad, which doesn't look much on that pack shot, but stick with us. We're going to go through that and you'll see how amazing that little 4x4 pad is. It contains sheets that are basically just full toppers. So some of them are bigger than the toppers that you actually get on your topper sheets. I'll explain that better when we get to it. You can see there's some inserts as well there coming up. So that Land of Enchantment Mirror Magic Mega Multi-Buy, you can save £15 when you buy that. So in your basket, it'll only be £34.96. That's the one to go for me, because you get all the different wonderful things that were introduced in Land of Enchantment. Welcome back, it's me again.
It's me, Alan.
So, as we begin, sorry, I've put things over things and I need to read things. So, we'll start with our topper collection, which is like the main star of our mega collection, mega multi-buy. As usual, we have 4 topper sets, and we'll start today by looking at the unicorns. As I said earlier on in the show, or tried to say in my waffle, we've created this land of enchantment where fairies exist, unicorns exist, wolves obviously exist in real life, fairies exist.
It's a very good point, Alan.
They are magical wolves though in this. So as you can see here, this unicorn sheet is the Valley of the Unicorns. We've got all different size toppers on there as usual. We've got ovals, circles, we've got tags, we've got that nice wiggly border down there. Mirri Magic is created on Mirri board. It starts off as silver Mirri board. It has white printed onto it in certain layers, and then it has the colour parts put on top of it. That magic white layer in the middle is what stops shine coming through too much. So as you can see, if I move this quite slowly, you'll see that certain things disappear in certain lights, whereas other things like the unicorns stay nice and strong and white. That's that magic white layer stopping them from disappearing when I move. You can see how some of the flowers in the corners, they go away. You can see how the frames around the toppers shine really bright. It's that Mirri Magic technology that makes that happen and makes things really stand out. We want those unicorns to stand out, and they do on this, you can see that, and then the backgrounds kind of go behind it. It gives it that 3-dimensional feel to it, and you'll see that following on throughout the different toppers and the different Mirri Magic products that we're going to be showing you. So this one's ideal for any unicorn lovers. It's ideal for... Sheila, you're a massive unicorn fan, aren't you?
Oh, I am, yeah, I am. I just adore them, and so this, when we did Unicorn Utopia, that was one of our favourite kits that we ever did. But yeah, I'm glad to see that it was reintroduced and put into this with the Mirri Magic finish. It's really, really nice. If you love unicorns and anything mystical, magical, this is the kit to get.
Definitely. So we've gone for quite a realistic style in the artwork. Obviously, unicorns are questionable of whether or not they're actually real.
Of course they're
Yes,
real.
they are.
But the style of the artwork that we've got in here, you know, it's that very, very realistic look. The flowers are beautiful. There's so much detail in the artwork. You've got your cardstock that goes with the toppers as usual. Now, everything that I'm showing you here, you get 2 of each, so you can make all kinds of different projects with these. And again, it's all on that Mirri Magic board, and you can see how it just picks up the different colours as you move it very, very gradually. Now then, this is an exciting one for us. It's dragons. We've actually had loads of requests for dragons over the years, and we've only touched upon it, but this time we've featured them quite prominently in this kit because it just suits that magical theme that we've gone for, and it really suits the Mirri Magic. You can see those dragons flying through the sky. The clouds kind of just vanish into the background, but the dragons stay nice and strong. We've got that nice dragon scale pattern in the background. We've got the usual sentiments and little accoutrements. Is that your word, Dan?
Yay!
That goes with
Al.
the toppers. So we've got some more standard things in there, like to a wonderful friend. So you're not restricted to using these, but we've also gone for words that just match that magical feel a little bit more. So this top sentiment says, where there is kindness, there is goodness, and where there is goodness, there is magic. I think that's just a nice little message that you might want to send to somebody, just to say thank you for something that they've done, or you know, just somebody that you might be missing at the moment with what's going on in the world. I think everybody just means a lot more to us this year.
Yeah.
There's that wonderful dragon image again, and as you can see, as I just turn that very slightly, that purple in the sky just becomes so vivid. And just against the yellow, it's like contrasting colours, but it just works so beautifully. It's got that kind of ornate, almost jewel-like feel to it. Mm. So they are your dragon cardstocks, and sorry, a bit too bright there. But as you can see, there's that wonderful dragon scale effect that just picks up the light absolutely beautifully. There's some nice little like fireball touches as well in the corners, which just match obviously the dragon theme. And then that takes us to our fairies. We've got some wonderful magic fairy artwork here. you can see so much detail in these. There's a castle down here with a moon behind it, and that moon picks up different rays of light. You've got the fairies dancing around in the foreground, you've got fairies dancing in the woods up here, fairies by a waterfall here, and as usual we've got a couple of different frames in there so you can build up different levels of things. We've got some nice little tags, so you can add these to the corner or something and then put your own little message on the back perhaps, or put them back to back if you just want to send the message that's on there. As usual, we've got the cardstock as well. Now, we tried to do something quite special with this cardstock. It's hard to pick up on the light here, but you can see the fairies in the foreground standing out, but their wings are super shimmery. And then the sky as well, that's got that nice glimmer to it, but the wings should be the most shiny thing on there. And in real life, when you get this home, you'll be able to see that. So at different levels, at different angles that I move that around to, the wings will slowly disappear and then come back into view. It's that wonderful mirror magic thing that just offers you little things, little touches that you can get in there. This one's got some nice flowers on it in the background that, again, will pick up in different angles of light. And that nice floral strip there that you could trim off, you could move it around. I know watching Natalie, she cuts up a lot of these cardstocks and then she'll create bigger scenes by using these strips to just hide drawings. It's very, very clever. And then that brings us to our Wolves of the Woods. Now we've got some wonderful wolf artwork here, and there's little sentiments that talk about like family, because obviously wolves are such a strong pack. We've got this nice topper shape here which has the big circle, but then you get these little corners to it as well. So you could have your circle on the card, or if you just want to create a super simple square card, just get some of your cardstock, trim it down to a square, and then just put all those elements on it. You can use these side elements or sentiments inside the card. You can use some of the inserts that are coming up. Super, super simple things that you can do with some of these things, or you can just take it as far as you want to, really. Now, this is one of the cardstocks that I think really stands out in this kit. We've got that nice galaxy sky there, but you can see that little magic wolf as well shining away. And his eye should shine really bright. And then, again, we've included a little border on the side there, so you can add that as a nice little touch. And then we have the valley here with all those little sunbeams shining out. This is another one where your side details should be super strong. They won't vanish in the light, but the background, it just goes back, so that's much shinier. It really creates that 3D effect. I just love the mirror magic and what it offers as a designer. As usual, we're included an inspiration sheet, so you'll see some really, really nice cards that our team have been making that can inspire you. You can just take little bits of inspiration from it, or you can just copy what they've done. On the back as well, it shows you the different items that go with this collection. If you get in the Mega Multi-Buy, you'll get most of them with it. So that is just part of what you get in your Mega Multi-Buy. That is the topper collection. We also have some inserts which are here. So our inserts are based on the cardstock, so you get those nice images in there, but they're toned down, obviously, to be able to use as inserts, so you can write your message over on this side over here, but you can still see that dragon there, that wonderful castle scene behind him. We have 12 different designs in these inserts, 3 each to go with your 4 different topper sets. So there's another dragon themed one, again that dragon scale pattern in the background. There's your little secret wolf again against the galaxy sky. And then some wolves looking out over the mountains. Dan's asking me to be a little bit louder. Can you hear me?
Yay!
Thanks, Sheila. Sorry guys, I am a little bit quiet. I'm not used to these shows, so I'm sorry. Hence all the waffle, hence the quietness, hence the shakes. But hopefully you're enjoying seeing this magical kit that we put together for you. Land of Enchantment, where unicorns are real, upside down dragons are real apparently. There's dragons the right way around. So as I say, you get your 12 different designs in here. You get 36 inserts, so it's 3 of each design. There's your fairies again. Enough to keep you going. Now, inserts, a lot of people do use them, obviously, just as inserts, but they can also be really, really nice touches on the front of your card. Just tone down little details that you can work in there. Obviously, that can be a really nice contrast against the super shininess of the mirror. And with having a lot of the details from the toppers and the cardstock on these inserts, it's just an ideal mix and match to get in there. And there's your unicorn again. Wonderful. So that covers the topper collection and the inserts, which, as I say, is included in your Mega Multi-Buy. Sheila now is going to demo some wonderful things with what we've been showing you.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Alan, I know what's in this kit, and I've got everything. I've used it. I've done it on Create Craft, and I was just sat there looking at the screen. I was quite mesmerised there as you were showing it, because even though I've looked at it a million times, I could see different elements showing up in that, different areas that I hadn't actually noticed before. When someone else holds it up and you look at it while they're tilting it, it's pretty amazing. It definitely is like magic. It is like a magic trick that we've put into crafting. It's really, really lovely, and I think it's nice that in your little demonstration there, Alan, we've been able to see it at a slower pace, so our customers can actually see in much more detail, and it's nice to have that relaxed time to show it, because as you know, when we do it on Create and Craft, we've such a lot to show, a lot to get through. We're on a time limit, so we don't always get the benefit of being able to show you every sheet in such detail. So that was really nice, and I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. So what we're going to do now, we are going to do something. I thought we would start off, rather than doing a basic card, I thought we'd do something a little bit crazy. One of my favourite designs in this kit is the one that Alan just showed you with the scene in the background. Straight away, as soon as I saw it, I thought I need to cut into that and try and do something with it. There wasn't time on Create and Craft, so I'm going to do it now. So I'll just tell you basically what I've done already. I've been out to our lovely Chris on the guillotine. I've got him to cut me some grey board to A4. Now, we sell grey board, but we do it in 8x8, which you can get on our website. You could still do it with 8x8, because you could join it and then layer 2 pieces together like I've done. However, if you've not got grey board and you do want A4, have a rummage and see if any of your cereal packets might work. 'Cause it's a similar thing, it's not as thick, but you could always stick 2 together if you're waiting for your order from us to come. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this base onto here first of all. So I'm going to use some of my construction glue. I'm just going to go right over it. What I want to do is create like something that it doesn't have to be, well, it won't be a card, but what it will be is something that you could maybe do for someone who's crazily into all the mystic, magical enchantment that we've got going on here. But also, it could be something that you could stand up in a room, maybe in a child's room, something a bit different. So you can see how beautiful that scene is there. Now, what I've done is I've taken the second one, because you get 2 of these, and I've cut around the outside, and straight away, looking at that, it's pretty amazing. I just want to take my shoes off and run straight across those fields, up towards those mountains, jump on the unicorn and ride away.
Isn't it beautiful when the weather's right, taking your shoes and your socks off and getting your feet on grass?
Oh, it's amazing! It's amazing. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful feeling. So what we've done here now, we've got our outer panel. So what I thought I would do, I've gone through some of the cardstock, and as Alan showed you on the cardstock, you can see our dragons and our unicorns. So we've got a dragon here, which I've already cut out, and I've cut the unicorn out. Now, if you look at the images here, you'll see because these were at the end of the cardstock, we've got 2 straight edges. That doesn't matter, that's going to be tucked under here. Same with the unicorn. Unicorn is going to be popping out behind the tree. So again, you're not going to see the whole thing. So we're building up a scene here. So what I want to do, before I actually put this on, I have got in my drawer some little lights, and I wanted to pop some little lights behind here. And now I think we're actually going to do this as a giveaway on my Facebook page. So what we will do is, obviously the lights will be attached into here, and they've just got a tiny little switch, so should you be the person that wins this, you can switch them on and off as you like. So what we're going to do first of all is just pop some of these into place, and I'm going to use some of our square pads actually. So let me grab some square pads out of here. There we go.
You can get those square pads at a great price at the moment.
You can, and you should, because these are pretty amazing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make it so that if you did get this, so that the switch is at the top, so you could get your fingers behind. Okay, and we're just going to pop. We're not going to do loads because otherwise we'll not be able to. You won't be able to get your fingers in here, but it'll just give a little bit of a crazy reflection, I think, when we stick them all, switch them all on after. So we'll do maybe half a dozen of these. Let's pop one up here. So remember, we've got the switches at the top, so you should be able to get your fingers behind once we've put the pads on. Okay, and then we'll do another here, just so we've got a bit of variation on where they go. So when we switch them on, it looks a bit crazy, because that's what we like here. We like craziness. I think we'll just do those 4 actually. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to pop my dragon in place.
Where did you get those little lights, Sheila?
Do you know what? I bought those on Amazon, and there was something ridiculous like 100 for just a few pounds.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought I have to get these because these are going to be fabulous in our crafting projects and things. So yeah, that's where I got them from. They're just flashing lights. I'll tell you what made me buy them. When we did our last lot of Adorable Scoreable, and we had the midnight rainbow card with all the black background and the crazy spots, it just screamed out to me disco, and I thought we have to have some flashing lights. So yeah, there's a disco project just under my desk somewhere that we made with those lights as well. So again, it's just a bit of fun.
Maybe we should...
Yes.
The Adorable Scoreable pattern packs were incredibly popular. You loved those, didn't you?
I did indeed.
Do you want to tell people your little secret? No, not that one.
Which little secret?
How many secrets do you have?
Which secret is this, Dan?
About the new...
About the new ones?
Yeah.
Oh, my word, of course I do. So we have got new Adorable Scoreable packs coming out. So we've got 6 new packs, new designs, totally different designs. Like we did before, some on regular Adorable Scoreable and some on Fantastic. But you are going to love them. They will be launching very soon, this month. So if you are wanting some more, then you just need to keep your eyes open over the next couple of weeks, because they are coming really soon. If
they don't last forever either. So
no, they don't.
The watercolour wash from the last one is already discontinued.
Gone, isn't it?
Paper and card.
Yeah.
It's either gone or it's going.
Yes.
They go very quickly.
They go very quickly. Yeah.
2 months, I think.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Super
it is
popular
amazing.
stuff.
It is, and it's great. And some of them, I think, some of the ones, if you got the original ones that we launched probably last month, month before it might have been actually, you will be able to use some of those with the new ones. So you know, certain Fantastic ones and certain regular Adorable Scoreable ones, you'll be able to mix and match them as well to create something quite lovely. So look out for those. They will be coming to you pretty soon. Okay, so let's tuck our unicorn in here.
I like the way this is going, Sheila.
Do you? Well, I am glad because this is your kit, isn't it? This is your like, you know, your design and everything. So it has to be right for Alan.
Yeah,
has to be right for Alan. So, sorry, go on, Alan. What
we
are you
just
gonna
wanted
say?
to create this world where there were like dragons and unicorns that all kind of live together in that kind of fantasy theme. You know, things like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. They're absolutely massive. People love Harry Potter. Labyrinth was massive when I was little. It's that wonderful, like nostalgic fantasy world that we're creating, but it's kind of like a safe place, even though there's these dragons, which are absolutely massive. It's like lovable dragons, it's lovable wolves. They just seem to have so much wisdom in their eyes and things like that. And it's just
Yeah.
wonderful bringing them all together in this little world that we've created.
The dragons definitely don't eat the unicorns in this land.
No, it's
No.
actually the other way around.
Whoa!
Plot twist.
Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Crazy world of Alan, you know.
Oh.
It's not just us that are crazy, you know,
I'm
Alan
not
is
actually
too.
taking you to my own personal crazy
You
world.
are, I am. I'm actually getting a hint of what it's like in Alan's world.
I just feel sorry for Kirsty. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, she's managing very well.
She puts up with me.
She's got it sorted.
We just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it's sorted.
Oh my goodness. Alan is mad, you know.
I am,
He doesn't
sorry.
appear to be, but he is.
It's
honestly.
Friday, I'm excited.
I know you are.
Friday.
Yeah.
We've had quite a few people say the words eye candy again.
Eye candy.
Eye
Yeah.
candy.
Of course.
That's our Alan.
They're obviously talking about Sheila.
No, they're talking about you. Your name's on there. This, you know, they're saying a bit of eye candy, Alan.
They're misspelling Dan.
So, yeah, they like Dan as well. In fact, you know, in the crafting world, we don't have enough men celebrities, or we don't have enough men crafting. I know there's a lot of men that craft, but we don't have quite enough, and we definitely don't have enough, like, you know, in front of the camera. So it's nice that you can see our Alan, because I think the crafting world is predominantly female, isn't it? I mean, there's been kind of, you know, surveys done, and it is kind of what I'm going to do. I just want to do another layer on here. Now I'm building up the pads because obviously we've got the lights in, so we need to make sure I'm going with here 5 layers of pads. So I've cut some of our big pads up, and what we need to make sure is that when we put this on, it doesn't kind of dip and it does touch the pads. So that's why I'm putting extra layers on.
You can see from this angle, Sheila, that looks like the right number of
It
pads,
does, doesn't it? It looks. I could feel that it. I mean, I could possibly go
One more.
with one more, but let's have a look at that. No, I think we'll be all right there.
Yeah, that's looking really good.
I think it's kind of okay. We can always slot more in after if we need to. So now you can see we've got this crazy kind of dimension going on. Now what I have done as well, I have got, if you wanted to protect this, you could put a lovely piece of our
lovely.
acetate over there. So I think what we'll do that. I'm going to connect it with some double-sided tape. So what I'm going to do, I've also cut from something else that's coming up in this kit in a few minutes with Alan, which our fabulous DL toppers. I've actually chopped this from one of the top, one of the, across the top of one, if I'm making myself clear. It says, life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. So this is going to go here. So you can see I'm just using cardstock. Now if you wanted to put, let's have a look on our topper sheet here actually. We have got as well, if you wanted to do it for birthday, you could do. So you could take any of these tops off. You could put just for you on there, someone special, wishing you a happy birthday. We might do that. What I want to do first is just attach our acetate to the front. Let me use my tape that's already started, so that then we have got a better idea. So if
Who turned off the lights?
Sorry.
Went a bit Scooby-Doo then.
Did it? What happened?
We just lost the lights for a moment.
Did we?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. I'm too busy in my own world of enchantment here. So you can see I've stuck that on now with a piece of double-sided tape. It doesn't actually show up that much because the acetate is foiled on those corners and it's quite busy.
Yeah, you can't see that at
So
all.
you can't really see it. So you could put something over it. So we could put one of our toppers, which I might well do. Okay, let me just move that so it's in the right place like that. Okay, so we're now protecting what we have just done. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have to decide now whether we want this along the top or whether we want it along the bottom. I quite like it along the bottom, to be honest. I like it there. I think it means we can look over it and look into those trees, whereas if it was at the top, we wouldn't get that effect.
I like it on the bottom too.
Do you? Okay, well I'm glad. If Alan says it's all right on the bottom, then it's all right on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to just do this with 2 pads so that it just sits slightly away from the acetate itself.
Zora Harper is shouting bottom too. Bottom!
Bottom, bottom, okay. So now what we need to do, I have, because we've got grey board on the back, so I'm just going to run to the section here, this section here. What I'm going to do is put exactly the same insert on the back, so you've not got the grey board showing. So if you did want to send this to someone, you could actually write on the back. But then if you want to stand it up, we need to do something for it to sit against. So I've already put 2 strips of grey board together, and I'll show you in a second. And then we can have like a little stand on it, a bit like those that you get on a school photograph. Now I've put a bit of construction glue on there as well, because I need that to stick in the middle as well as around the edge, just because I'm going to put a little stand on it. So let's just flatten that down there. Okay, then what I've done is I've taken 2 pieces of grey board. This is about 3 inches, yeah, 3 inches wide, and I've just cut it the same, off a piece of A4. Put 2 together, scored it at 1.5 inches, so that we can then stick this on the back, and this will give us our kind of little stand, so that will allow it to stand up. So what we're going to do, put a bit of our red tape on here, and I've already put it on. I thought I had, and then I'm already ahead of myself here.
It's a Land of Enchantment.
It is a lot. Anything happens. I didn't put that on there. Somebody else did. So we're going to put a bit of glue as well, just a bit of construction glue, because that will grab really quickly onto here. So what we're going to do is I am going to put it like that at the top. So we're about in the middle thereabouts. Okay. And then what I want to do, because I don't want this grey board showing either, so I am going to, and this is perfect, if we trim on the guillotine just down the side of the unicorn, so that we get the unicorn's face on here.
Clever, clever.
Like
Loads
this.
of love for this, Sheila. People really loving this project, yeah. Jane Hyde said, that is gorgeous, Sheila. Jan Barry says, absolutely stunning, Sheila. Carol Forbes, beautiful project.
Thank
it really is.
you.
Super clever, Sheila.
Well, sometimes it's nice to do something a little bit different. And I like to do things that are a little bit different. So
We have noticed that.
I think I've just chopped that a tiny bit. Oh, I've gone a little bit on an angle there. And that's going to bother me, I think. So let me just see if I've got another insert that I can just use there. If not, it's fine. We will use, tell you what we'll use. We have got another one here with the unicorns on. I messed that up, didn't I? I'm sorry about that. That wasn't my intention, but it's fine. We can get these unicorns from this insert. Because remember, you're getting 3 inserts as well. So it's going to be, it's going to be fine. You've got plenty to play around with. So let's just chop this. That was my fault entirely for messing that up. So let me just find my pencil.
It was hardly the biggest mistake in the world, Sheila.
Well, it wasn't, no, but
Dan turned the lights off.
Oh, are we going to blame it on that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this.
Can we just send
That's
out big
better.
love to regular watcher Carol Rooney's husband, Terry. He's waiting for an operation at the moment. So good luck and hope you get better soon.
Oh, gosh, yeah, definitely. We wish you well. We wish everyone well at the minute, actually, because, with operations and health and, it's a scary time. So if you're not well, we hope you get better soon. And if you have an operation, good luck. And just make sure you keep yourself safe before, during and after. Okay, so now we've got our little backing on there. Okay, so that, once that's dry, you can probably just tilt that up a little bit. So that should then be your stand. So I'm going to check. Oh, perfect. Right, let's see now. So if I show you that way now from the front, you can see that will stand up. Look, my hands are free. It will stand up. You can see if I tilt it there. Now, what you could do, you could put something around the edge. However, if you did that, you won't be able to turn on your lights. So I'm going to pop my lights on. Now, you might not be able to actually...
Oh, no, we've got something.
Oh, you might be able to see the reflection then, now that we've closed them in there.
You can definitely see that at the top.
Okay. And let's just, we've got, have I put 4 in here or 5? So obviously if you win this, when we put it up for grabs, we'll turn them off before we send them to you, obviously. But you could take them out because then, if you want to.
So are you going to give this away, Sheila?
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Let me just switch that one on. Oh, I've just popped that open, so I need to fix that. There we go. I'll sort that after. But you will get these flashing lights, so you'll be able to see them if I tilt them that way. And probably if you put it like in your house, you're not going to have all these bright lights, so you're going to be able to see them flashing. It's going to give a bit more reflection on that as well. But look at that unicorn. Like Alan said, that white, anything that is white stands out by a mile, and that unicorn looks like it's actually way in front of the dragon, and it isn't. They've just got the same amount of pads on, but look how it stands out. But we will, I'm sure what we'll do, we'll put this on my Facebook page, my Hunky Dory Facebook page, and we'll give this away, and someone will win this. But again, it's something different, something you put in your child's room. You know, if you've got a child that's off school or that's under the weather, you can make this while they're having a snooze, and then when they wake up, switch it on and go, look what I've made for you. It just makes them feel so much better. So maybe you have a go with your kit and show us what you do with it.
That's absolutely brilliant, Sheila. I love it. It's so good, so clever. Like you say, it's just like a nice little project that you can make a really nice present for somebody.
Definitely, definitely.
Especially with the high street shops closing at the moment, you can get yourself crafting, make something nice for somebody special for Christmas, instead of worrying about panic buying when they reopen.
Exactly.
So, shall we just remind ourselves of this week's Win It Weekly? You can win one of 5 of these wonderful Premier Craft Tools storage genies. I won't give you the tour of it again. All you have to do is answer the very, very simple question here that we've basically given you the answer to today. What is the traditional food of bonfire night? Is it A, bangers and mash? Is it B, pumpkin pie? Or is it C, parking cake? Shall we just cover C again? Parking cake. Just in case you didn't hear that. Parking cake. Okay, I hope you win. 5 of you will be getting one of these wonderful storage genies to keep all of your storage stuff in. 5 minutes left to enter that competition, I'm afraid, so please get your answers in now. Parking cake, parking cake. Okay, so back to our Mirri Magic collection, which we're showing you today, Land of Enchantment. Another item that comes in the Mega Multi-Buy is this wonderful 4x4 Mirri Magic pad. Now, as I was saying earlier on, it doesn't look like much when you see it like this, but obviously all of these pages are 4x4. And as I show you these pages, sorry, it's just gone a little bit out of focus there. If I come back here, yeah, that's back in focus, isn't it? So that cover there, you'll be saying, that's not Mirri Magic, Alan. But if you look in that middle bit, you'll see that that's an aperture through to the Mirri Magic pages. So if I open this cover, you'll see that what you actually get is a full 4x4 topper. Now, obviously, you could cut out that circle. You could use these separate little trees as a frame. You want me to tilt it down?
I'm just making it so that you can sort of hold it on the... There we go. Emily would be disgraced with our camera work today, but we tried our best, Dan.
Emily outdid herself last week. Did everybody see the Halloween opener to last week's show? It was something else. I believe Steven Spielberg's been in touch this week. Hollywood has been calling. Maybe that's where Emily is this week. Maybe it wasn't a little skit that she'd done. Maybe it was actual CCTV footage and she's in therapy today. So there you go. There's another topper. It's the wolves again. As I say, 4x4. So if I just grab one of our normal topper sheets, you can see how these pages are pretty much just topper size. So if I compare it to that, that's a nice big arch topper. The pages are actually bigger than that. So 4x4 doesn't necessarily mean small. And they all come with these little elements that you can trim off to create extra little bits.
I love the little wolf cubs.
I love the little wolf cubs. They're super cute, aren't they? Like I say, all of this artwork has so much detail in it. You look at it and you miss it the first time, and then you go back and you see things the next time that you look at it. Oops, sorry, it's super shiny. There's that nice waterfall image. You've got your fairy in the front and then all these little fairies in the background that, like I was saying, you just don't pick up on them at first. There's those wonderful wolves. Now, that wolf at the bottom here, that's one that I was telling you about where his eyes just shine so brightly when you get it in the right spot. And then you've got those wonderful northern lights as well, which glimmer away. Just love all the detail in this artwork. The dragons again, which have been super popular. Sorry, I'm just going to speed up a little bit because I am taking my time on this one because I love it so much. More unicorns. Again, more little borders at the side that you can trim away, add to different parts of this. You can mix and match it with the main topper collection because obviously the artwork follows through. You've got your unicorns there. Now that's a super exclusive dragon that only appears in this pad. Just a special little bonus for you if you get this pad.
Oh, he's one of my favourites.
He is, he's super awesome, isn't he? It's just because we had so many dragons. There's just so much in the artwork, we couldn't get everything in there in all the separate elements, but they're throughout the whole mega buy. You can buy this pad on its own for just £8.99, or you can get it in that fabulous mega multi-buy for £34.96. Also in the mega multi-buy, you'll be getting these DL topper panels. Now then, these are also great for just creating super simple cards or more elaborate projects. It's up to you what you want to do with them. So these are DL size. You can just put that straight onto a DL card if you wish, and it's created that card for you. Sheila, was it you that used this one the other day on the telly, or was it Pauline, where you cut this exact image in half and used the sentiment and the wolf separately? I think it might have been Pauline.
Oh, I did one like that, but I actually did it with the dragon. So
okay.
I did cut it in half. Well, it was like 2/3 actually. So
Yeah.
the dragon one I used, cut them in half and used them separately, but both on the same project. But it could have been Pauline that did something as well.
But there's just so many options with these DL size toppers because they've got those sentiments on them. You can use them however you want. You can cut off one sentiment and use it with a different one. We tried to get quite magical things in there that match the artwork. So on this one, we've got a sentiment that says, what we know is a drop. What we do not know is an ocean, because there's so much about the world that we actually don't know. We think we know so much, but just look at what we know now than we did 100 years ago. What will we know 100 years in the future? Some more dragons for you. What is meant to be will always find its way. Sorry, I'm having a bit of an eye test today.
It's that reflection, Alan.
It is the reflection. In real life, it's a lot easier to see.
Yeah, because we have so many lights in here.
Yeah, we do.
Lights at all angles that it's difficult to get it. You wouldn't have lights like we do at
Exactly.
home, so.
No.
In everyday light, it looks wonderful, but the slightest movement on this, obviously you can see it washed out because we've got like 6 or 7 studio lights in here just brightening us up. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. That's the sentiment that Sheila used on that project that she's just made.
Yeah.
And you can see all those fairies dancing about. So looking at that main image there, it wasn't anything to do with what Sheila's just created, but that sentiment matches. Like I say, you can just use these however you want. They do mix and match throughout the different things.
That would have made a lovely triptych, I think. If you'd have chopped that into 3 and there was a castle in the centre,
Yeah.
and on each side there was a sort of a scene, that would have been a lovely triptych on a card.
Yeah.
It would, yeah, definitely. It's very magical, that one, and it's just, it reminds me of when you're walking, you're going to see Mickey Mouse and you walk up the path and that's what you see. It reminds me of that.
It's just super detailed. There's so many little characters in it, so many little touches, so many things just shining away in different levels. It's wonderful.
It's beautiful.
There's those wonderful unicorns that people love.
I love this one too because of the yellow and the green in here. It's so strong, but it's just that you can't describe that colour. It's not yellow, it's not green, it's not lime. It's just like a magical colour on its own that's been invented that we don't know about yet. It hasn't got a name. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
It does kind of become that way though, doesn't it? Once you put it on the mirror board, colours take on a whole new meaning.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks completely different than how it did when we were designing it on screen.
I bet, yeah.
It's just wonderful to see it in real life and what it becomes. You can see there at the bottom, just between the unicorns, some water shimmering away.
Yeah.
And then all wolves again. And then a nice little quote about family. And I'm just going to cheat and turn this one around so I can read the quote and remind myself. family is like branches on a tree. We all grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one. Again, family, super, super important at the moment. So maybe this is a nice little message that you want to send to somebody that you haven't been able to see for a couple of months. I know I've not been able to see my mum for ages. Hiya, mum. I haven't actually seen my sister this year in real life. I've seen her on Zoom. Sometimes it's nice to have that distance, but obviously we're all missing family at the moment. So it's nice to get these nice little sentiments out there. You'll find some touching sentiments throughout this kit. Like I say, we've gone for things that are maybe a little bit more magical, suit the theme that we've gone for with the Land of Enchantment. Some of them are quite touching, some of them just make you think a little bit more. So that's what you're going to get in your Mega Multi-Buy. All those wonderful products for just £34.96. Now we're going to head back to Sheila to have another little demo, and then you'll be coming back to me and I'll show you one more little Land of Enchantment thing that we've got coming up for you.
Fabulous. So what we're going to do, I thought it was a mix between, do we use the toppers from the pad or do we do the DL toppers? So I've chosen to go with the DL because I think you as very experienced card makers out there are pretty familiar on what to do with the topper. I mean, those toppers in that pad are amazing. You can take them out, put them on big cards. You can put 2 or 3 on a big card. You can just do small cards with them. So, but sometimes it's a bit more difficult to know, well, what am I going to do with this? So I thought I would combine this with the next product as well that Alan is going to show you before we go any further with things. So what I've done is taken this one. It says the way we choose to see the world creates the world we see, and it's a beautiful one with these lovely wolves on the front. Again, you could send this to someone who's a fond dog lover, someone maybe who's got a German Shepherd, or somebody who's got like a husky, or you know, it's something like that. And again, don't forget this. I was working with this kit at home last week, and I looked at my Miri card. And I thought, you know what, this works beautiful on our black adorable scoreable, which is quite glossy anyway, or our black Miri card, which I'm putting it onto here. But also, this stands out beautifully if you put this on our rainbow Miri card, because of the colours you see here. We've got blues, we've got the whites, and almost a hint of turquoise here and there. We've got purple as well, and that works really well. It stands out really well on Miri. So if you've not got black, put it on some of the rainbow Miri and you'll see how lovely it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this onto here now.
Sheila, sorry, can I just interrupt for one sec?
Yes, of course, Alan.
Sue Lees has asked, does what Alan is showing now come in the bundle? Everything that I've been showing comes in the bundle today for £34.96. We have got one more product that I'll be showing you in a minute, which I think Sheila's going to use a little bit of in a second.
I am, yes.
But that doesn't come in the bundle. But you get everything that I've shown you so far for that £34.96. While I'm interrupting and being rude, I just need to let you know that we're going to have to call time on the Win It Weekly question. If you haven't got your answers in, I'm afraid we can't take any more answers this week, but we will have another Win It Weekly question coming up on Monday.
Ooh, yes.
Good luck, everybody.
Of course.
Sorry, Sheila, back to you.
It's all right, it's fine. I mean, the camera stayed on, so people could still see while you were talking.
I know, but I don't like interrupting.
Don't be daft. Don't
Rude pants.
It's not rude at all. You said you were very polite, and you told me, you said, can I just interrupt you? And I said yes. So there's no hardship there, no bad feelings. So what we've done from our second topper here, we have cut the wolf that's howling in the background. I guess it's howling. It could be singing, you know, it could be just yawning, it could have got something stuck in its throat, you know.
It's yodeling.
It's yodeling, is it? Yeah. So what I want to do now is cut around this. I'm just going to grab my smaller scissors that are just tucked in the bottom of my caddy here. So what I want to do is cut around the wolf here. So we're just doing a little bit of layering. And so I'm wiggling my scissors a little bit, so it does give the impression that it's still quite fluffy and very hairy, which is really part of
Just like Alan.
the wolf. I was just going to say that, and I thought I won't because it's probably not appropriate. But anyway, they said it for me, so it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do
I don't know what to say.
Just yeah, better say nothing, Alan. Just keep quiet. So we've just cut the wolf out, and the wolf is now going to sit on here like this. So again, a couple of our foam pads, which again, we've got a fabulous offer on some of our foam pads. So if you need some, do just get on the website and grab some of those. There's different assortments, all at great prices. And these are amazing because you can trim these down to whatever size you want. And you know, if you're doing your decollage and stuff, these are really easy and quick. And they're solid as a rock. And as you just saw, we piled them up in a set of 5 on the last demonstration. So you can do that as well. All right, so we're going to pop this onto here now. I'm going to put my insert in before I forget, and I've cut that lovely insert, just the chunk off with the half of the wolf's face. It's beautiful. I've already got tape on. I'm so organised that I'm forgetting I'm organised here. My poker tool. So we'll pop this inside, and then my final touch for this is to put some of the next product that Alan will be showing you in a second. As you know, we love to do our acetate here at Hunky Dory. And so we're going to pop some of this onto here. So I need to score, first of all, so that we can just make it a little bit domed. So let's do score line. So I'm going to do the score line on here. I'm going to do it on the back. Now with our acetate, as you know, it's heavyweight. It's 220 micron. It's tough as old boots. So what you can do when you're scoring it is do 2 or 3 scores on there, just to make sure you get that lovely crease. If you only do 1, it sometimes doesn't work quite as well. Now what I should have done here, and I realised as soon as I'd stuck my wolf picture down, was I should have put this on before I actually stuck it on, but it doesn't matter, we can still make it work. Now it's up to you how domed you have this. So you can measure, if I show it on the camera here above, you can have it flat. If you want a little dome, you can have a little dome. Just by pushing it, you can decide how much of a dome you want on there. And then you can just put a little kind of, you can put your thumb there actually to see how much dome you want, and then decide, yeah, that's where my score line is going to go. So I'll turn it back the other way, and I'm going to go down the 4.5.
Do you know what? It always surprises me how little extra you need to make something dome.
To make it, yeah, you think, oh, I'll allow an extra inch, and then you end up with a dome that's, you know, you can fit your own body behind. So, you know, do bear that in mind when you're...
maybe your body, not mine. Not my lockdown body.
Not mine these days, because, you know... but I'm at that age now where bodies fluctuate on a daily basis, so, hey, I'm blaming it on age and nothing else, not the amount of cake I eat or chocolate.
I'm trying to find a nice way of saying you've got a lovely body without it sounding weird or creepy.
Hey, I'll tell you what, honestly, we are quite close in this office. Honestly, not at the moment because we're socially distant, but close.
We're socially distanced close.
Yeah, close in mind and heart and soul. So yeah, and you know, and body it seems. And yeah, like I just said, Alan is furry and hairy, and you know. So well, it's just a bit of fun.
No,
honestly.
I'm hairy, Dan's fairy.
Yeah. See, honestly, banter at its best.
Sorry, guys.
But we still remain professional at all times. But you know, we like our banter here, and we have a good relationship with our colleagues here, and I think we need it even more so now at the moment. So we will just get those bits off there. The acetate, you can, if you want to, use an anti-static bag as well, just to go along your acetate, because sometimes you do get lots of little bits sticking inside, but your anti-static bag will just remove all those. So let's just pop this onto the inside, and then what I would do, because obviously I told you I should have stuck this down before I put my panel on. So if you do it the wrong way, like I've done, you can also use another piece of an insert inside. But you can see there now we have our wolf card, and it is totally protected. If you do lots more layers on there, it's totally protected in there, and that lovely acetate is just, it's subtle enough just to add a bit of something to that card. But Alan will show you the rest of the designs of those now.
I certainly will. So our acetate, our Land of Enchantment luxury foiled acetate, we have 4 different designs in here, and I have the acetate against a white piece of card, but as usual, our acetate is perfectly see-through. If I do that, you can see that. But just to show you the designs properly, there you go, if I get it in the right light. This one's quite a detailed design. It's nice little swirls and flourishes. It'll match the kit, so you can overlay this on different details from throughout the kit. It just matches that wonderful magical feel again. This next design is stars in all 4 corners, so you can get loads out of that. You could just use half of it, you could just use 1 corner of it, just go wild with it. As usual, our gold foiled acetate is actually silver on the back. As you're looking at the main collection, you'll find both gold and silvery colours in there, so depending on what you want to go for, you'll be able to use this. This one has nice borders, top and bottom, again with little floral flourishes swirling around it. And then this one is a beautiful design, and again Pauline did something absolutely wonderful the other day where she coloured in all these flowers with her markers on TV. I don't know if you saw it, but it was such a nice little touch that she did. Obviously throughout the kit there are loads of different colours in there, so just adding those little touches really gives it something else. So you can get yourself 16 sheets of gold foiled acetate, 4 designs, 4 of each, for just £9.99 today. As I said earlier on, unfortunately this isn't included in the Mega Multi-Buy, so this is the one to add to your basket on top of the Mega Multi-Buy if you want to get everything in the Land of Enchantment range. You can see that Sheila's been using it today. If you caught any of Pauline's shows the other day or Sheila's launch on CNC, you'll see some of the wonderful things that have been done with it. On our website there's some beautiful cards that you want to check out as well. So that covers pretty much everything on the Land of Enchantment collection. We did just have a question earlier on from Claire. I think it was about this design in particular. So Claire was asking why we've got the unicorn on the left, because obviously if you just fold that card in half, then the unicorn disappears. Some people like to just fold a card in half like that. This one, it gives you the option of doing like a tri-fold card or a Z-fold card, and you can cut down here and just fussy cut around that unicorn head, and then you can make that panel fold forward, if that makes sense. I'm sure there'll be loads of projects that you'll be see doing that, but it's just a nice little option, something a little bit different for cardstock.
Sheila, will you do us a favour? While Alan is doing the Win It Weekly, would you just be able to sort of score it and fussy cut that so that...
just to show what I'm talking about, instead of trying to decipher what I'm saying.
Yes, indeed.
We'd just like to give you different options with cardstock. Obviously, if we just had everything on the right-hand side every time, things would just become very, very formulaic, look the same. We want to give you the opportunity to do different things. If something is on the left-hand side, you do always have the option of trimming it and matting and layer it onto the front. It's just not as simple as you just fold a card and you make that card. You've got so many different options with the products that we give you. Hopefully that helps, Claire, and with what Sheila's going to do, hopefully you'll see what I was trying to say in words. So moving on, shall we see who has been a big winner this week and won themselves a storage genie? So, as per usual, we've got £100 worth of goodies up for grabs. 5 lucky people this week are going to win a storage genie each. Shall we do the answer to the question?
Yeah.
So I think we all know by now the traditional food of bonfire night is not bangers and mash, although that's what I would choose. It's not pumpkin pie, although why wouldn't it be? Everybody's got pumpkins after Halloween. It's parking cake, Dan's favourite.
Yeah.
If you answered parking cake, you might be one of these lucky people that has won. Are we going to announce the winners? 3, 2, 1. The suspense. Well done, Yvonne Camfield. Well done, Helen Peachy. Helen Peachy, what a lovely name. Christine Grice, well done. Susan Worth, well done. Nuala Christine Rees, Well done. Well done, you 5 lucky people that have badged yourself a storage genie. They'll be winging their way to you very, very soon. And you can gather your bits and store them in there. Genius.
Oh, Alan, you and your dry wit and
Very
humour.
good.
Me and my cheese. Sheila, how are you getting on?
Okay, I'm getting on fine. I am just going to now score just down here, first of all. So if I just go down here, what I'll do, I'll just show basically what I've done here. I have cut now around the unicorn's head. So we have now got that open, if you see what I mean there. So you can then, right, so what we're going to do now, and it's up to you now where you score this. You can do it as a trifold, but obviously you're going to get different sections because this is not exactly, you know, a third of the way along. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a couple of different score lines. So if we go, let's see, depends how deep we want this. I am going to score down here at 4.5. Okay, so I'm giving you a different option here. I just don't want to ruin my unicorn head there, so I'm being very careful. So if we do this, okay, so you can see now how you have got this. So this can stand out. You might then want to go, you know what, I want to do something similar at the other side. So if you want to do something really shaped, a bit like the one that we just did with the unicorn, like kind of in the background. So if we then come in here, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to measure that. So that was 1.5 inches. So I'm going to do another 1.5 inches from here, like this. So this is not really a trifold card. This is just doing something in a different way. But again, you could then now use that. Let's show you. In fact, I'll do it this way first of all. If you can see now how that is, if well, just let me grab my sheet here. What you could do, you take this topper now, you could actually put that at the bottom, and that will then hold that in place. And then you can see then when it stands up, it will stand up on its own. You can put your insert on the back to hide the white bits, but then you can put your greeting in, you can add extra bits, whatever you want to. But that's why we give you that option of giving you something a bit more dimensional. Failing that, what you can do, cut this off at 5 7/8 of an inch. Don't do any scores, don't do any cutting here, and that will go on the front of your A5 card as just a piece of card, and that would be your background. But again, you've got the option. That's why we like to mix it up here, hunky dory. We don't expect that you're just going to score this in half and then go, oh, the unicorn's on the back. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you're doing some luxurious card, you might want that, but again, you've got a couple of options there as to how you can use that as well. Hope that actually answered the question for the viewers that wanted to know. Brilliant.
That was absolutely perfect. Thanks, Sheila.
Okay.
Thanks so much for doing that, because
no worries.
It's just wonderful seeing some of the simple little changes that you can do on things. It's not always obvious. Sometimes it's nice to just have that little bit of inspiration. I think it's time for everybody's favourite part of the week. It's time to spin the wheel. Hi, I've got my wheel. So we've got some brand new, really great prizes on the wheel this week. It's a new updated wheel, and I get to present it to you. Look at me. Shall we just go through some of the wonderful things that we've got on here? Shall I move over here?
Yay!
But I can see that screen better to read what's on the wheel. But that one's bigger. Okay, so I'm just going to move forward a little bit because I can see the screen not so well. Okay, so on the wheel today, you have the chance of winning a £50 voucher, an adhesive bundle, a moonstone die, topper collection, craft markers, a £25 voucher, something on purple I can't read.
Premier Craft Tool.
Premier Craft Tool. Adorable scoreable pattern packs. Dan, can you read
Shimmer
this?
Gemstones.
Shimmer Gemstones, for the love of stamps, a stamp set, a £10 voucher, a Miri Megabuy. You're going to have to help me again, Dan.
Prism Glimmer Miss. Little Books Bundle. £50 voucher.
Now I want that £50
And
voucher.
Alan's special prize.
Dan, in a storage genie. A storage Danny. Okay, so
Why?
there was something that I meant to say. The people that won the storage genies, please private message us or email us with your details. Please do not put anything in the comment section. You don't want anybody else getting your address. It will be the same with this. When the winner gets announced, please private message us or email us to give us your details. So in a minute, I'm going to spin the wheel and then Dan will be picking a winner.
Do you know what's missing from the spin the wheel?
Prize rollover.
Prize rollover.
Prize rollover.
I know.
People have just told us prize rollover's not
Oh,
there.
it's not there.
It will be back
It will be
next
back
week.
on
Do
there.
not worry.
Oh.
Shall we not swap it for something?
Well, that's tricky because then you're taking something off there. We'll put it back on Monday.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Very sorry about that.
Oh yeah, how did we miss that?
Naughty, naughty. But let's
Still great
hope
prizes,
you
though.
win an amazing prize on this. So I'm going to spin it now. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
It's time to spin. Whoa! Come on, good prize.
Oh!
Oh, oh, oh! It's wiggling a bit.
It's still got.
Still going.
Oh my word! A £50 voucher. How? How? That's what I wanted it to be.
Oh my goodness!
Land of Enchantment.
Oh my!
Right, so that's probably coming out of my wages. But please comment with anything you want in the little comments box. It's Thank Craft It's Friday. Maybe you want to say thank you to somebody. Maybe you want to say hello to somebody. Maybe you want to tell us what you're up to over the weekend. I know you can't do much, but have you got anything planned? Bit of DIY, Zoom calling people. I think I need to do some gardening, but the weather's not looking so good, so probably not. What are you going to be watching on TV? Just get commenting. Tell us what you liked about today's show. Tell us what you like about the product. And then, as you're doing that, I'll get my cards and read something else. I'm just going to move this wheel now, but it's an award-winning wheel.
What award has the wheel won, Alan?
The award
I'm
is
just going to call you out on that. Award-winning wheel.
the person who wins has won the award of a £50 voucher.
That's very good.
Absolutely,
And that,
yeah.
that, people, is a good prize. And there was no cheating there
No.
at all. So, stick with us, kids. We've got some good stuff coming up your way. First of all, we're going to add a product to the rollover box. And the product that we're going to add to the rollover box is the adorable, scoreable Rose Gold and Black. Coming up on TV, Great and Craft, Sky Channel 683, Freeview 95, Virgin 748 and Freesat 816. This evening at 6:45, we have a Flight of the Butterflies sail show, and at 9 p.m. with US Live. We're going to have another Facebook Live show coming up. Now, these notes say Monday is the new Friday. We're still on Friday. Friday is Friday. But Monday's going to be a good one too. You'll find out why on the craft show on Monday, the 9th of November, on Monday already.
Yeah.
Monday the 9th of November at 10 a.m. Who's doing that show, Dan?
I think is it
Dan's
myself
doing it,
and
and-
Natalie, or is it me and Dan?
Which show, Alan? Sorry.
On
Sorry, I
Monday.
was too busy choosing my person.
Monday's craft show.
It's me.
It's you
It
and
is me.
Is it?
Be there. Whatever you do, be there on Monday. It's black. It's Friday. No, that makes no sense whatsoever.
No, it's Monday, but we
But
yeah.
the promotions start. Be there with us on Monday. Oh my wonder.
That is too vague. I have no idea what that could be. It's black, it's Friday, it's Monday, it's be
Yeah.
there. Make sure you're there.
Make sure you're there. Just
Dan,
to
it's going to be
decipher
you,
all that.
and it's going to be Sheila, or is it Nat?
I d-
It's going to be
I don't
Dan.
know.
It's
Dan's going to be
everyone.
here,
I can't remember,
and
I'm
somebody
sorry.
else. I won't be here, so you've got that to be thankful for. And thank Craft It's Friday. Dan, do we have a winner for the amazing £50 voucher?
We do have a winner for the amazing £50 voucher, and a big congratulations. This lady said that her daughter wants a mini scoreboard for Christmas, and that she's going to buy it for her.
Aw.
And that is going to happen because she's just won a £50 voucher. Her name is Lily Newsom.
Well done, Lily Newsom.
Well done. This is good.
Congratulations.
Just me clapping today? Yeah, just me.
And
Well done, Lily.
Well done, Lily.
Well done.
Yeah, she's actually spending a cosy weekend in watching movies snuggled up with the kids, it says as
Oh,
well.
that
So
sounds
that's perfect.
perfect.
Now you can, while you're sitting, you can just trawl through on your laptop or your computer or your phone through the Hunky Dory website and look at what you can spend your £50 voucher on.
Oh, and that's super nice that you're going to get your daughter a mini scoreboard.
Definitely.
That's like 2 prizes.
Yeah.
Right.
Messages.
Yeah, make sure you message us, please, Lily, so we get your details. Like I say, don't put it in the comments. You don't want your address out there. Send it to us. We'll make sure that you get that wonderful £50 voucher. Anything else that I need to say? Thank you for all the lovely comments today. We've had some really, really nice ones. I'm sorry if I've not managed to read yours. You've got such a lovely community. You like talk to each other on there. It's really, really sweet. Lynn and Parry, I saw that I just want to send best wishes to you and your family. I saw that your dad's not been too well, so here's hoping that he gets better soon. Anything else that we need to say?
Have a lovely
Have a
weekend.
great weekend.
Have a lovely weekend, everyone.
Yeah. Put your feet up. Keep safe. Because we're back in lockdown, aren't we, as a nation? So make sure you stick to the rules so that we can get this virus gone. We want it to put its coat on and leave us. So stick to the rules. Keep safe. Have fun with your loved ones, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday.
We do. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for putting up with the silliness. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed seeing the Land of Enchantment collection. Please do buy it if you like it, because it is selling fast. And because it's that mirror card, it's not one that we can easily reprint. So once it's gone, it will be gone. But thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.